Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Start Mama 5. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So according to today's title, there's been a lot of comments in my comment section asking about living in Scotland, either as an international student or as families who are relocating. And people have been asking a lot of questions, and I felt rather than answering just one question in the comment section, I'd rather come here and add a few other things. So first thing first, I have a couple of videos on my channel. So if you're coming to live in Scotland, as in general, maybe you're moving from England to Scotland and you just want to know a bit more about Scotland, I've got such video on my channel. I'll put that up in the cards here, so once you finish watching this video, go watch that. So if you're an international student also who is coming to school in Scotland and you're concerned as in you don't know how to go about renting, I've got a video about a platform which I spoke about called Amber. I've got a video on my website, on my channel as well, on how to go about booking an accommodation before you leave Nigeria to come study here. I'll leave a link to that video also in the card also, so go watch that. And also I've also linked I've got a video in regards to the type of jobs you can do if you're looking to work within healthcare. I've got a video like that detailing specifying a certain different type of jobs related to healthcare that you can do with good pays. I've got such videos on my channel as well, so I'll leave that link up here in the description box as well. And if you're coming to the UK and you're concerned about how to register your children in school, I've got a video in regards to that as well, which is in the description box. I'm going to pop that in the card as well. Hopefully you can find all of these videos informative and helpful. So today's video is going to be in segments which I'm going to try and cover in this video. So the first video will be the types of jobs you can do in the UK, wherever you may be, as long as you are in the UK, or if you're planning to come to the UK, or most specifically Scotland, because I'm residing in Glasgow and Glasgow is in Scotland. So I'm going to be basing everything in regards to Scotland. So if you're looking to come to Scotland, the types of job you can do in Scotland, or you can find where to find these jobs in Scotland. And I'm going to be sharing my own experience of the types of jobs I have done as well, and what experiences you need in order to do all these jobs. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the video. Okay, so the first segment is that what type of jobs can you do in Scotland? To be honest, there are a variety of jobs in Scotland that you can do. The list is endless. Like I always say to you in my other videos, you will find a job in Scotland as long as you're not choosy. So the types of job you can find or you can do in Scotland, I've got a few here that I wrote down. So, and also I'm going to be talking more on the type of jobs that I have done, like in terms of my experiences in them. So the first job that you can do in Scotland is hospitality jobs. So hospitality jobs involves serving at events or serving at restaurant. You can become a waitress, you can become a waiter. And this type of job, it does not necessarily need any experiences. So if you are below the age of 18 or below the age of 21, if you are going to be a server either in a restaurant, they might require you to have some sort of someone around, because there's a certain age you can serve alcohol in the UK, and if you are below that age, you might not be able to serve alcohol, or you might not even be able to work in that restaurant because they serve alcohol. However, you can work in a restaurant where they do not serve alcohol. So that's that about that. So in terms of working as a waitress or hospitality jobs, this kind of job is very a bit stressful, because you're going to be on your feet all day. Yes, and you need to give a reason to why you are sitting down. So if you're at an event, trust me, you're going to be on your feet all day serving. And then this type of job, they tend to pay minimum wage, so hence why I'm really not a fan of it. And the current minimum wage in Scotland and the UK is £9.50 per hour for employees aged 23 and over. So if you are the age 23 and over, you'll be paid £9.50 an hour. So that's the UK national living wage. If you are below the age of 23, you probably be paid maybe like £6 something or £7 something. So that's the current national living UK national living wage rate that they pay right now, and this is as at April of this year. So that's the UK national living wage. So like I was saying, some of these hospitality jobs is quite stressful. Most of these jobs are agency based, so they tend to pay them, their employee, whoever work for them, they tend to pay either weekly or every 2 weeks. So it's an ideal job for students who just want to do quick job and just get some money for the weekend like that. So that's a job. Well, that's one job that you can do in Scotland. For myself, I really don't fancy this type of job because it's stressful. You have to be on your feet all day. But if you don't mind standing on your feet all day, well, it's something you can go for. Then second job that you can actually do that is on the demand. They are demanding for people to come into is care jobs. So care jobs, you can either register, you can either go through this job through the agency if you want a quick job, or if you're just a student, or you can apply to do this job permanently as well through the NHS website. So I'll put a link on my screen, and also leave a link to the direct website where you can apply for NHS jobs. So in terms of care jobs, I'm a nursing student. I've worked in a care home before. I've worked in a residential care home before. I've worked with patients with minimal learning disability. I've done all care jobs. Trust me, I have done it all. So in terms of care jobs, there's healthcare assistant, there are support workers, there are hospital porter, there are cleaners in hospitals. So these healthcare jobs are odd cakes. And the tip here is that if you do healthcare jobs through an agency, you will get paid much more than those who are actually employed in that care job. That's an expo I've given you. So most people would rather work with an agency in a care job as compared to working directly with either the care home or directly with the NHS. You know what, if you understand what I'm saying. So with this job, you will be needing it's an highly paid job, like I said, if you go through the agency, and they pay well over the minimum wage. And if, like I said, if through the agency, they'll pay you weekly or every 2 weeks. And if you are actually applying directly to an employer, they tend to pay you either weekly or monthly. And then the third job that you can actually do here is cleaning job. It's not as maybe you are cleaning and sweeping gutter. No, cleaning job might involve maybe through an agency as well. It might involve you maybe going to a big man's house to go clean their job, not just doing normal housekeeping jobs, or maybe in an hotel or in a restaurant. Cleaning jobs is a very popular job that flies off the shelf like that, and it pays well as well. At least most one, when I did cleaning job years ago, they started from like £8.50. So right now, I think a cleaning job should be paying from like £10 an hour. If you are, one thing I want you to keep in mind is that if you are above the age of 23, any job you are doing should not be below £9.50 an hour. If it's below £9.50 an hour, please ditch that job. Don't do it. So cleaning job is an easy job as well, and most people tend to do it via the agency as well because they pay good money. And then another job which I have also done myself is customer service job. As you all know, I used to work as a customer service assistant with Sainsbury's. I worked with Sainsbury's for 7 years. But so customer service jobs also mostly in retail or supermarket, and the pay is not really great, and it's also ideal for young adults. So if you have like 18 and you fancy retail job, you can go for it. And what I really don't like about that is that you're on your feet all day, except maybe you've got some reason why you'll be needing a seat. Like for me, at some point I was having really bad back pain after I had my last child, so I requested, obviously, the occupational health had a child with me, and then they provided that I could have a seat at the checkout. So I was placed at the checkout, and I'm always sitting down, but most times you don't always sit all day anyways. So there are times when I'm tired of sitting, I'll just go and help them on the shop floor. So customer service job is also a good job that you can get into in Scotland as well. Like I said, the pay is not great, and another is one of the jobs that I enjoyed, but however I got tired of it because this is talk of customers are always right. No, for me, customers are not always right. So that's that. So that's another job you can do in the UK. And another job which I've done is call center, like a customer service assistant in a call center. I enjoyed that, and I did that job through an agency. It's a very good paying job. I loved it. Like I enjoyed working as a customer service assistant in a call center. It was fun. So that's another job that you can do in Scotland. And then another job you can do is warehouse jobs. Warehouse job, I only did it once and I did not like it. The reason being that it's always quite a distance from where you live. You're going to be standing on your feet all day, and it's often cold in that warehouse. You'll be doing moving and lifting, so beware of your back. And also the pay is quite good as well, and most of these jobs are mostly through the agency as well. It pays really well, but it is quite stressful because you're going to be on your feet all day. You're going to be lifting, bending, carrying. That's that. And then the last but not the least job that you can do in Scotland is kitchen assistant job. Kitchen assistant jobs, I've done that before. I did that in a very big company called Motorola, and in that job I was always in the kitchen helping chopping vegetables. I was like always doing it. I don't serve or anything like that. I'm always in the kitchen. I don't step out to do anything else. So if once they are serving the staffs, I just go into the kitchen, make sure that dishes are there. So I'm in the back, but I'm not even washing dishes with my hand though. There's a massive industrial dishwasher there, so all the dishes I just chuck them in there. All I'm doing is standing there, make sure they're washed. Once they're being washed, I take out the tray, pile up the dishes, wheel it to the kitchen area where they're going to use it for this for staffs or people who are being served. That's what I do there, and I help chop vegetables in the kitchen. And also this is a very good paying job. I went through that job through an agency. It's quite stressful as well because I'm always mostly on my feet all day for like 8-10 hours, but the pay was really good. So those are the kind of jobs you can do or find in Scotland, and there are many more, but these are the ones that I have done, and I think the pay is quite good. So to the next section of where can you find these jobs. So the first, like I said, most of these jobs are mostly sourced through an agency. So an agency is the best bet for you in terms of these jobs that I've listed for you, because they pay really well and you can get your money every week. If you're a student, a mature student, or a young student, or someone who just wants a quick money, sharp like that. So finding jobs in Glasgow or Scotland, these are the places you can find it. Indeed.com, I'll pop that on the screen. That's the #1 website that you can find this job from. #2, you can find this kind of jobs at totaljobs.com. It's online. Then #3, you can find such jobs like that in linkedin.com. You all know the LinkedIn, don't you know? I'm going to pop it on the screen here. You can find a job there. You can also find a job at this Job Center Plus. Mostly, obviously, you just want the quick money. If you just go into Job Center Plus, they have a machine that has a list of all the jobs that have been advertised through the Job Center. You can just go into the Job Center and print out these jobs. And then #5 place is that job agency. So there are variety, like City Center Hope Street in Glasgow has loads of job agencies. Before COVID, there was a lot of them. So right now, I can't really say if there's still many more of them on Hope Street, but most of these jobs, you can easily just go onto Google, type in agencies in Glasgow or job agencies in Glasgow. Most of them, they might not even require you coming in. They might just ask you to maybe send them an email, send them a proof of your CV or a proof of your working permit and stuff like that, and you're good to go. And they'll ask you for your job availability. When are you available to work and when are you not available to work? They'll ask you what distance you can travel to for your job, stuff like that. It's just to make things easy for you. So those are the places you can apply for jobs. So what are the experiences that you need in order to be able to work in these places? So first thing first, you're going to need a CV, because most of these jobs you are applying online, and most of these websites have like an inbuilt generator to generate your own CV, and they'll be able to create a CV for you based on the information you've placed in your profile. So that way you've got a CV in place. However, if you're going to attend a face-to-face job interview, let's say you're trying to get a job in the healthcare field, it's important that you go with your printed CV. So it's important that you have a CV in hand. And the second experience that you need is that you must be able to communicate fluently. You must be able to speak in English. You must be able to read in English. Any interview question they ask you, you should be able to reply in English. So eloquent communication. You don't have to speak English perfectly, but as long as you can speak confidently and you can be understood while you're talking, that's the most important thing that matters. And in terms of if you're going to go through an healthcare job, some of these healthcare jobs might require that you have an experience of moving and handling. But if you're going through an agency might do an in-house training, maybe like half a day moving and handling training for you, and they pay you for attending it anyways. And also, if you're trying to apply for a care job or healthcare job directly to a company, most of them will say you should have that skill, but they might say it's not essential, because at the end of the day, before they can ask you or before they can allow you handle a patient, you will have to have undergone all of this training of moving and handling, how to use the tools that they use in assisting patients. So another skill you will need is punctuality. You need to be punctual at your job. You need to be able to hold conversation with customers and people that you work work with. So basically, these jobs are easy peasy to find, and they are easy peasy to get as well if you are invited to a job interview. So I hope this has answered the questions of those who are asking about getting a job in Scotland. Where can I get a job in Scotland? What experiences do I need to get a job in Scotland? So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If there's anything that you're not sure about in all I've said in this video, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section. And also, if there's anything that you really want me to expatiate more about in this video that you felt maybe I've rushed it, do let me know. I'll try and maybe do a backup video to come back and explain that. But I hope this information has been very helpful to those of you who are looking to come live in Scotland, either as a student, either as a resident who's moving from one city to another. There's jobs in Scotland for you, as long as you're not lazy, as long as you're not choosy, as long as you are not here forming Omobabolo, you will find a job. So this comes to the end of my video. If you find it helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and also turn on the post notification bell by the side so you get notified of any time I upload a video. And lastly, don't forget to share this video, because you can never tell who you are helping with it. Thank you, and hope to catch up with you in my next video. Bye.